Hello, it's me, Traci, clearly. If you're watching this, it means you're on my YouTube channel or my website or something. So you probably know who I am already. This is the first installment of a video blog that I'm starting called Laugh, Cry, and Repeat. And the reason that I named it that is because that kind of describes me and my life and sort of people's experience of me. In other words, I am a really intense person emotionally. There's not a lot of, moderate energy when it comes to me. I'm either laughing hysterically and finding life to be quite funny or crying. And it's not like always sadness crying. A lot of times it's like I weep with beauty. I weep with gratitude. I just am a really emotional person. And it makes me probably very challenging to get along with. So the reason that I came on here today is because I want to talk about honoring where you are, honoring your place in life. Because like a lot of times we want to rush through the negative stuff to get to the good stuff. And I'm by no means an expert at any of this. I'm going through it every day. And so I figured what I would do is get on here and talk, because I figure if I'm going through something, then somebody watching this probably is too. I am coming out of one of the most unbelievably intense years of my life. A year ago, well, today's the 20th of May in 2017. A year ago, on May 25th of last year, my best friend of 33 years died very unexpectedly as a result of outpatient surgery relating to her breast cancer. And I was with her when she died. I was supposed to be taking care of her. I was taking care of her. And she died. And so it triggered this year-long grief process that forced me to go deep when I didn't want to. I mean, who wants to deal with grief? But then the year culminated this month with me ending a 6-year relationship with a man that I love very much. But the relationship just it was time for it to be over. So in essence, I lost my best friend and then my love best friend within a year of each other. So as much as my mind wants to be done with it, I told my therapist, I said, the way I see this process is like monkey bars, right? And you're in the beginning of it and you just want to be to the other side. But you can't just go from one monkey bar to the end. You've got to make your way across it and you fall. I've fallen so many times and I'm like, okay, no, I'm going to get back on the monkey bars. And then halfway through, I'm like, oh, okay, I got this. And then boom, I fall again. So the thing is what you want to do is make sure that you are okay with the fact that you're not okay, if that makes sense. Life happens to us when we're making other plans, when we're not thinking about it, when we're not we just go on. We have all these goals and we're okay, I'm going to do these things, and I'm an author, so I'm going to write these books and I'm going to develop a marketing plan. And then grief hits and loss, and I can't get out of bed, or I can get out of bed, but I feel like I'm walking around slogging through, water, fog or something. But it's okay, that's part of life. As I mentioned in the beginning, this is a super emotional person. And so I feel things 10 times more intensely than many, many other people. So whatever you're going through in your life, whether it's, you hear my dog? That's my puppy. I have, at the moment, by the way, 2 teenagers, 2 puppies, 2 cats, one of which just had 5 kittens. Yeah. Talk about honoring where you are. Where I am is in a zoo. I live in a farm, really is what it is. Anyway, but no matter where you are in your life, don't wish for it to be something else, because where you are in your life is where you are. It sounds stupid, but we spend all of our time waiting for the next thing, waiting to make more money, waiting. For me, it's waiting until my house is clean. So I sprained my ankle like, what was it, 3-4 weeks, almost a month ago. Yeah, a month ago. And like, it was a really bad sprain. And I've never sprained my ankle like this. I've never had any form of injury this intense ever. So I was literally laid up. Like I could not walk for weeks. And as a single mom, I'm basically the person who cleans, because the kids really don't care. I mean, they clean, but it's like teenager clean. It's still dirty. Sorry guys, if you're watching this. But so the house is a mess, and I've got animals running around and dog fur everywhere, and the cat was pregnant, and I was forced to sit there with my foot up. And that was a large part of kind of just sort of closing out this crazy year that started with Pam's death and then was bookended by me leaving this very intense 6-year love relationship. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah, I wish my house was clean, and I wish that my bills were paid, and I wish I had the motivation to at least be creating something profound or writing, but it was like not time yet. It was not time. Like, when you plant a seed, you can't be digging the seed up every day to go, are you growing yet? Are you growing yet? So the seed that's been growing within me for the last year is taking root, and it's starting to break ground, but I can't wish it were a big oak tree already. It's just a little seedling that's breaking ground, and I have to honor it and water it and nurture it. And what that means is I have to nurture me. And that right now means a lot of sleeping and a lot of reading and thinking and napping and journaling and staring into space. Because like the external friend part, the person I would talk to about all this other stuff, they're gone. I can't talk to them about it. I mean, I have friends, don't get me wrong, but that sort of intimate connection that you have with another person is not there. And so I'm being forced to look inward and develop it with myself. And it's good, but it's painful, and you kind of wish it weren't there. But that's what I'm saying is, don't wish it away. It's the work. It's the work that you do to get across the monkey bars. So I'm going to come back soon and record another one of these. And whenever I say laugh, cry, repeat, in my mind I'm hearing eat, pray, love. So if Javier Bardem is watching this, we can go on a boat somewhere. Anyway, if you didn't see the movie, you won't know what that means. Okay, everybody, have a laugh, cry, repeat kind of day. Bye.